Great. Good evening, friends. My name is Ram. I am the co-founder of this Elite SPM company, and we have our session on drone technology and its applications. I think my voice is not repeating, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Good evening, Anamika. Good evening, Kripa, Rashika, Masood. Good evening. We are just hitting the session in just 5 minutes ago, so just please wait for a while so that the timings can match. It's good to see the audience here like it's earlier before the time. So I'm very excited to to just introduce myself and the trainer with you all. Good evening, Shri Lakshmi, Venkateshwar. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, let me introduce you myself. My name is Zain Saeed. I am the co-founder of Light SPM, and I am also a student and an entrepreneur. Alhamdulillah. So I'm just forwarding this session. This session is all about drone and its applications. Like what is the current scenario and how we are going to, achieve the uh, ultimate goal of the drone technology in the near future. Okay, so I'm just transferring the, session to the Muhammad Anas. He is a trainer, and definitely he will be giving you a wonderful presentations and his knowledge. Okay, thank you. Hello, Anas, can you hear us?
Yes.
Good, great. Joe, yeah, good. Please continue.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Am I visible to you and audible as well? Hopefully.
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Okay. Great. Uh, okay. Before getting started, we are starting a. Okay. I think it's good to go. 73% for the English language preference. We have just asked for the language preference. 73% for the English. So we will go with English. No issues. Okay, good evening. Myself, Mohammed Anas. I'm the founder of this company, Elite SPM, and I'll be the speaker for this presentation. And we will be discussing about the drone technology and its application in current scenario and in near future. Before getting started, I would like to introduce a, a brief about myself, like how I just get into a drone technology and drone industry, and how I started my company. Uh, I started my journey at my school age when I was in seventh standard. I was very excited when I see a drone on internet because on that time there was no drones were not common. Like nowadays, it's really common and we can see it very easily. But on that time, drones were not easily available. So I saw drone on internet and I dreamed to build one for mine. So I came up an idea. I took some ice cream sticks, fixed them in a circuit board, and try to figure out how to make something. But eventually, I failed. Again, at eighth standard, I tried it again, and I love robotics at that time as well. So I do robotics projects as well. After doing that, I went to some national and international events I'm 2 year consecutively gold medalist, zonal center and state level science exhibitions. After that, I participated in many events. Then I have reached to a conclusion that okay, if we have to design a drone, what are the essential components to make a drone, and what are the principles, what are the key points that we need to know before getting into a drone technology. So that's what I have learned through my age. Like I'm 20 years now and I'm youngest in the industry, one of youngest entrepreneur in drone industry. So it is very good to be a part of a drone industry because it's a futuristic technology as well as it's running nowadays and it's playing a major role in many parts. Okay, we'll discuss in further slides. This is all about this is just a glimpse. I don't want to get into a brief history. Okay, we may discuss it on some other time. Recently, Bill Gates said that drones will be more impactful than I think people recognize in positive ways to help society. And this is somewhat true. What we can say, this is somewhat true. Okay, sorry for the interruption. Yes. So drone will be more helpful. Like we have a cell phone nowadays with us, and we have internet technology. These technologies are helping us very much. But drones will be more helpful. Uh, like we recognize drone for a defense purpose, for a cinematographic purpose, or for a very limited use case. Okay, so what we recognize drone can do, drone will be able to do much more than that. Okay, for this webinar, we have the agenda, and I'll start with the introduction of the technology, like what is the drone technology, what is the basic classification or introduction about it. Then we will be talking about the applications, industrial applications, and if you are a student, I will be talking about how you can get into a drone industry and get a job. And if you want to start your own startup, so how can you start your own uh, to make it more efficient and viable. Okay, so this is all I'll be discussing. Finally, uh, at the end of this session, Dr. Babulal sir, he's an ex-executive director of BHEL, and right now he's a CTO and senior advisor at Elite SPM Private Limited. He will be concluding this session, and he will be leaving a note at the end of this session. I'll be transferring this whole system to him, and he will be concluding this. Okay, I think it's good to go, and let's get started into it. If you guys have any question in this webinar, just ask in a question section. I'll be answering each and every question, and I would love to have as many as question you want to ask. Okay, there is no restriction for number of questions. Okay, you can ask as many as question you want. Just put in a question section. I'll take a after 4-5 slides, I'll take a break and I'll just answer those questions, then we'll move further. This will be the flow of this webinar. Okay, and apart from that, I'll be giving you polls for after few slides, so that we can have a very interactive webinar. Like I'm speaking here but I cannot hear you. In order to get your insights in a very running manner, I need to have some way of communicating with you. So I'll be giving you polls. You just poll there so that I can know what is the insight at your end. Okay, so I have a question. Please start polling. Okay, Utsav has answered UAV, flying object. It's an automobile machine. Oh my god. I'm really happy to see multiple answers. Yes, it is an unmanned aircraft, flying machine in air. A drone is a form of computer. Oh, yes. Robotics, small fly machine. UAV, UAV, UAV. Okay, okay, okay. Great. technology that works on principle of aerodynamics. Very good. Drone, drone is autonomous aircraft. Yes, absolutely true. One of the form of UAV. Yes, this is. You are very close to it. Uh, Amna, you are very close to it. It is a device used to military. Okay, this is very specific definition. Basically, a unpiloted, unmanned. Okay. I'm getting it. Today's king UAV. Okay, yes, Mav. It is a wonderful technology. Yes, it is a wonderful technology. Okay, 36 responses for this poll, and okay, one more UAV. Okay, flying light object machine. So you guys have shared very, uh, dynamic views on a drone technology, and all of them are correct. Trust me, all of them are correct on a particular point of reference. But for the sake of finding an appropriate definition, I'm not talking about a definition, I'm just talking about a appropriate terminology, what you can say a drone and what you can not say a drone, how you will distinguish. So I will be discussing about that, like what all machines you can call a drone. Okay, and generally we have a figure of a flying machine, which is a white color in, like DJI Phantom, and having a camera. So how can we understand the broad figure of drone? Okay, I'll moving to the next slide. Oh, uh, I'll interrupt this flow, and I'll thank every one of you. Like, I'm getting n number of registrations. We are getting n number of registrations for this session, and I'm sorry to say that we are having only few limited seats. Only few can access at a time. So, if someone of your friend can't be able to join this session recording will be available. They can just view. Okay, on our website. Okay, so introduction to drone technology. What is a drone? We are discussing about what is a drone. You have just shared your views on a drone technology. All of them were correct. There are few clashes on some terminology, but I'll clear all of them. Dynamic, the first line, dynamic remotely operated navigated equipment. This is not an exact definition or a full form of a drone term, but this is a general assumption that we can use to express the drone term. Okay, like drone is something which can be remotely operated and falling into the category of robot. If any robot that can be remotely operated, and whether it is a grounded, whether it is a flying machine, whether it is a underwater, it doesn't matter whether it is flying or not. It's not mandatory for a drone to be fly. Okay, it's not mandatory for a drone to fly. It can be underwater robot, it can be a rover, land rover, but the point is the man should not be inside the machine. Okay, man should be outside the machine. If I am operating an aeroplane via remote, it is a drone. If I am sitting inside a plane and I am flying it, it is a aeroplane. It is not a unmanned system, it is not a drone. Okay, so this is a broad layout of drone technology, and inside that drone technology there is a term UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle, or UAS, unmanned aerial system. So UAV and US, unmanned aerial vehicle is a term which is very specific, and system is a term which is very dynamic. System can be anything. Vehicle is very specific for something that that we use to for a transportation of something. System can be anything. It can be a machine that has been designed for an experimental purpose, or anything that you have designed, but the only condition is it must be remotely operated and it must fall into a category of robot. Should be a robot. And we all know there are five six you know five six bullet points that need to be fulfilled uh, to fall into a category of robot first. Okay, then it will fall into a category of drone. Okay, so if you have any question regarding this drone, you can put up on a comment question section. My question is okay, I'll be answering all of them. Don't worry, I'll be answering all of the questions very soon. Okay, I'm getting your response, very good response from you. Okay, I think till now everything is clear. You have a clear picture of what is a drone. Anything that can be remotely operated and falling into a category of robo. It can be a flying machine, it can be underwater, it can be a grounded one. Okay, despite nature of whether it is underwater, grounded, or wherever it is. But what we know earlier was a white color, four propeller based, camera based machine that is flying is a drone. Generally, people assume that as a drone. So this is a general assumption. Okay. There is a question from Aditya. Can a submarine be a drone? If submarine is operated via remote, if you are operating a submarine via remote, uh, and you are not into it, no one is inside a submarine, and you are operating the whole submarine via machine, it will be called AUV, unmanned AUV. It's unmanned underwater UAV. You can say underwater UAVs. So it is a drone. Okay, drone is this, then UAVs, AAV, or US. This is a general figure of drone. Okay, yes, Aditi, we can call it as a drone if it is remotely operated. Great. Okay, let's move to the another slide. Type of drones. So I think I have some polls. I have something to ask you before this. Uh, okay. Yes. So before getting into the type of drone, I would like to ask you: have you ever made any drone? Have you just made any drone or getting in, like you have to fly a drone, a small drone, or something like you are child, for children for playing? Okay, something. No, no, no. Okay. Uh, okay. I'm getting some answers. No. Okay. So I'll just explain you. Don't worry. So there are many ways of classifying drone. I can classify in a number of ways. Okay, but in order to study anything in a feasible manner, we need to classify it first. Okay, if we mess up everything and try to study, like we will not be able to figure out everything. Okay, so first of all, we need to classify, and the classification should be based on some principles, something. Okay, this fixed wing and multi-rotor classification is a general classification, is a broad classification. We cannot classify more simpler than this. We have classified drone into two parts, UAVs into two parts, whether a fixed wing or a multi-rotor. If it is having a fixed wing, if it looks like a aeroplane, like a fixed wing system, okay, then we can say it is a fixed wing system. It can be a motor or a ESC based, like it can be electronically operated, or it can be internal combustion engine, can have an internal combustion engine to fly. But if it is having a fixed wing system like an aircraft, then it will fall into a category of fixed wing. Okay, and if it is having a multiple rotors, like we can see a DJI Phantom, DJI Mavic, DJI Inspire, XYZ. Okay, these all are multi rotors. Basically, if we further specify them, they will be known as quadcopters. Okay, because they have four rotors. Quad means four, a copter means something which is flying. Okay, so this is very important to understand this general classification. Now further, is this classification a universal or appropriate to regulate the technology? So this is not an appropriate classification to regulate the technology. What will be the appropriate classification to regulate the technology is given by the DGCA. So DGCA stands for Director General of Civil Aviation. It comes into under a car civil aviation regulation. I will not dive into it because it is totally based upon the regulation system. You guys might get bored because usually engineer students don't want to understand much more legal terms. They don't want to dive into it. Okay, let me ask you one question. I have a poll here. Start a poll. Okay, if you are a college student, which year are you? Okay, first year, second, third. Okay, 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 okay. I'm getting very good response from you guys. Happy to see this much engagement. The best part of any workshop, any training, any webinar is a two-way interaction, which I can feel right now. And this response rate is really good. I love working with those people, those who are interactive. Okay, great. So most of you are from first year. 38% are from first year. Okay, this is just to have an insight, to understand your grasping power, and to take a survey, a general survey. Okay, so a first year student will never dive into a regulations first. He will try to understand technology, and yes, of course, you need to understand what is legal and what is illegal on a very boundary line. Okay, like you are getting into a drone technology, but at least you should know, if I am doing this and this, these all are legal terms, and if I am going beyond this line, these all are illegal terms. So this is what I want you to know first, instead of knowing the whole CAR. CAR stands for Civil Aviation Regulation. This can be your homework. You can just get back after the session and Google it, what is CAR and what are the regulations. I'll be sharing the whole CAR regulations. You can study if you want, but for this webinar I'll not be discussing into it. Okay, so DGCA has classified drones into five major categories. Number one, nano. Number two, micro, small, medium, and large. So nano, micro, small, medium, and large. Why DJI? How DJI is how DGCA has classified this drone? They have classified based upon their size, based upon their weight. Okay, DGCA has classified drones based upon their weight. This can be a very simple classification. Why they have classified based upon the size is a very common sense thing. If a drone is small in size, it cannot be. We cannot install a missile into it and blast somewhere. So a small drone cannot be harmful. That's why they have defined a level of impact that drone can produce. This can be a good way of classification, but this cannot be the best way of classification. Yes, it can be a good way of classification. So DGCA have adapted this way of classification and has classified the drones into five categories, out of which the number one, nano category, is not coming under a regulation. If you are having a drone which falls into a nano category, does not require any regulation to be followed, which is instructed by the DGCA. Okay, so what is the instruction? The general instruction is, if you are holding a drone, you should have a UIN. UIN stands for Unique Identification Number. Second thing is, if you are holding a drone, you should have a pilot license. RPL, Remote Pilot Licensing. RPA, Remote Pilot Application. If you don't have these two, or NPNT compliances will be coming in a CAR 2.0. I'll not be discussing about that. But if you are having both of them, then you can fly, or you can legally operate your micro, small, medium, and large drones in India. But if you don't want to get into a legal terminologies, you can operate a drone which comes under a category of nano. Okay, drone which is having a weight of 250 grams at max. I think this is for this. This will be really helpful to understand the basic laws. Like, it's a very basic thing that you need to understand. Now, next I will dive into the application part. I'll not be stretching this session, a long session. I'll just run very fast and try to add values into your life. Like, whatever you are doing, you are a hobbyist, you are an entrepreneur, you are a startup, whatever it is. I would love to add some values into it. I want you to understand the technology, understand the course, and applications of it, and apply in your life. Okay, so there are n number of applications of drone. Okay, I'll just take a halt of 15 seconds to read some of the comments and some of the questions, and I will love to answer your questions before getting into the applications. Okay, yes. Let's see physics. Okay, great. Sir, my question is, what is drone? I think I have already answered this question. What is drone? Uh, okay, so I'll not be answering this again. You can just watch the webinar recording. Why do we do vehicles on moon as a rover and not drones, while on Earth an unmanned flying object as a real promoted as drone, and there is some other term for underwater? Okay. Okay. So I have a question from Prakhar. Okay, I'm projecting this question. And the question is, why we are naming like a rover and a unmanned underground like AUVs I have mentioned. The reason is, I will just give a very simple example. If we call each and every person on this earth as a human, will you be able to identify each other? Like suppose in your family there are 5 people, and there is no name, there is no specific name for each one of you. If each and everyone will call everyone like, hey human, come here, hey human, how are you? So this will be a quite confusing one. Okay, why we need different naming? Like uh, I have a name, people know me by my working skills. Like this guy is a drone, this guy is a drone expert. So there are some characteristics of yours or and some your name that people can identify. So there are some characteristics there differ in a characteristic that can give their a slightly different name, but all of them collectively comes under a drone domain. Okay, drone is a very big domain, it's a superset. Okay, rest of them are a subset. I think I have answered the question. I'll not take much time to this question. Okay, if I have not answered the question, you can just raise another question. uh, yes. What is the future of drone technology? I'll be discussing about the future of drone technology very soon. Very soon. Okay. uh, okay. Can you call a remote control toy car? Very very childish question, but I'll answer it. The question is, can we call a remote control toy car as a drone? I have answered you earlier. The first condition is your remote control car is a robo? Does it consist of sensors? First of all, you need to get out of the box and know what is a robot. What is the basic criteria of robot? It need to have a sensor, it need to have xyz parameters. If it is fulfilling those characteristics, then it can come under a drone classification if that is operated by a remote. Okay, so a remote control car can be a drone if it is a robo and fulfilling all the criteria of being a robot and getting operated by a remote. Okay. Okay, next we have, I think, what is the future of drone technology, which development in the field of drones. I'll be answering this in upcoming slides. So what is the purpose of large drones, sir? Okay, I have a question, sir. Okay, I'll answer this question. How does I initiated the start? I'll answer you. I'll just answer you at the end of this webinar. How I started the okay. Rest of the question I'll take later on because it will consume much time in answering. Okay. So there are a few questions about the applications, about yeah, applications and all. Okay. So all of the answers are hidden in the slide. Okay. There are n number of applications. I'm repeating it. There are n number of applications. It depend upon your vision, how you are looking at a drone. If I'm looking at a drone as I'm a photographer, if I'm looking at a drone, if it is a flying machine, I'm a photographer. If I'm looking at a drone, yes, it can help me out. It can solve my problem. If I attach my camera into it, it can be a cinematographic drone. If I am uh, if I'm in army, if I see drone as a just a carrier machine and I have a missile, I'll attach into it. I can see it as a for a defense purpose. If I have a camera, I can attach into it. I'll do for survey and surveillance. If I'm having a thermal camera, I attach into a drone. I can do a thermal vision. Okay, so there are n number of applications, and these here I am mentioning 20 applications. You are not limited to these 20 applications only. You can think beyond this, and there are many companies, many startups, many students, many entrepreneurs working on n number of upcoming possibilities using drone is just a carrier machine. It can be of a 4 rotor, 15 rotor, n number of rotors. There can be n number of rotors, but the ultimate agenda of drone is it's just a carrier machine. Whatever you attach into under it, whatever payload you attach, it becomes that it's like a artist. It's like a Shah Rukh Khan. Whatever role he want to play, he becomes the same character. If it is playing a romantic character, he become a Romeo. If it is playing some Don character, he becomes a most wanted Don. So it's just a artist. You are adding a character by adding a payload. Okay, so simplest way I can explain you drone is drone is like artist, and you payload is like a character. You are giving a character to a artist. Okay, I'll move to the next slide. I think you have observed all of the applications, and those who are having question like what all we can do using drone, this all we are already doing. I have mentioned 20 applications of drone that are in action. These all are in running. We are people around the globe using drones, uh, solving these kind of problems. Okay, I'll be moving to the next slide. Okay, I'll just there are a number of questions. Sir, audio quality is becoming low. I'm really sorry. Can you hear me, everyone? Can you hear me clearly? Just drop yes if you can hear me clearly, everyone. Okay, great. Oh, thank you very much. Someone drop a question like he can't hear me, so I got conscious. Okay, thank you for your response. Okay, there are a number of questions. I'll cover all of the questions after this slide. Okay, I have discussed some of the like these 20 applications, but here I am mentioning few popular applications. These applications are somewhat, we can say, which make drone a very emerging technology. What makes a drone emerging technology? Drone was not very famous in back 90s or something. It was there. Technology was there. It was used by some military, or it was on a concept level. In labs, people are working in drone, but it was not that much popular. So what makes drone more popular is their applications. Okay, so here are four applications that I am mentioning. These are very basic applications. These applications comes very first, very early stage. Okay, the defense application comes very early. Agriculture applications comes after, in very early stage. And after that, surveillance applications comes into figure, and cinematographic comes into a figure. Now a very exciting application is a medical application. Drone medical essential items delivery system, or a ambulance drone, or a first aid drone. You can say anything. So this is a very crucial application that is making a drone technology, the entire industry, very big. That evaluates, that helps in the evaluation of drone industry. Okay, so I'll be talking about, as I have discussed in the previous slide, for the medical purpose. I'll extend to that slide. I'll be discussing about the COVID-19 scenario. It is very important to add a COVID slide, because right now we all are in a COVID situation, like everywhere Corona, COVID going on. So I'll be discussing. There are many applications for COVID also, but here I have only mentioned four of them. The reason being, these four are reliable and are working on a very good scale. There are many companies those who are working in India. I repeat again, there are many companies which are working in drone industry and deploying their drone in this quarantine, in this COVID-19, and they are successful. Okay, so these are the few bullet points. Drones are used in this COVID-19 in sanitizing, surveillance, medical delivery, and announcement, public announcements. Delhi police is using, UP police is using. There are okay, there are, and I have put a photo of a drone in a leftmost corner. This is something out of the box. I found this on the internet, and I was just doing some research in last few days, and regarding this COVID, I found this product on the internet. Is some company built this product. This is something really exciting. What, as a student, what you need to focus is something out of the box, and this is out of the box. How it is? This is a simple drone. It's a quadcopter. You can say it's a quadcopter. It's a multi-rotor. It's a quadcopter. It is having a camera. Moreover, it is a disinfecting drone. Like, you can deploy this drone in a closed buildings, like in a hospital, in schools, in malls, in colleges. You can deploy this drone into the closed buildings, and this will help in. This is a UV based disinfecting drone. Okay, so this is something new I found. Okay. Now, before diving into market size and opportunities, this is basically people those who are willing to do startup, or entrepreneurs, they want to know what is the scope, what is the market size, what big figures are there. Okay, so before that, I'll just answer all of the question. Okay. Now let me answer. What is the future of technology? First, I'll picking up what is the future of technology. The future is technology is like an aerial mobility is the prime. It's gonna be a prime technology in a near future. Okay, so it will help in delivery. Jio has recently launched its platform, JioMart, and it has raised a fund of 11,500 crores on 2.5 share equity, and that platform helping some local shop owners to empower to delivery for delivery. And in near future, drones will be helping those small shop owners or those mall owners or those medical equipments to get delivered as a good service. Okay, this is the future. Next week I'll project this one. Which one in the field of achievements or developments? Okay, you are talking about the achievements, and I have mentioned in the previous slide. I have mentioned that UV-based disinfecting drone. That is a advanced achievement that we have in a drone industry, I can say. Next, we have a question. UV means, okay. I have a question from someone, I don't know. Yeah, this one. Vipa, UAV means unmanned aerial vehicle. Unmanned aerial vehicle. Generally, we call it as UAS, unmanned aerial system. Under that, we can say a UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle. So I think this I have answered this question. Another, I'm projecting another question. What are the advanced in drive? No, it's not a drive technology. In drive technology in drones. I'm not getting you, bro. Okay, I'll just get back to it. What is the purpose of large? Oh yes, this is a good question. This is a valuable question. This guy was asked a question. What is the purpose of large drones, sir? Yes. Okay, I'll answer in a very by giving an example. Have you have you ever wondered like कैसा होता अगर हम ड्रोन में उड़ते like flying cars, everything is getting delivered, big items are getting delivered by a drone. So in order to hold that big item, you need a big size drone that can have a high payload capacity. Okay, so the big size drone is used in military purpose as well, because they hold a very massive amount of explosive systems and navigation systems and cameras and all XYZ system. So the drones that are used in military, the very first drone in a presentation on a very first slide I mentioned is a drone by uh, Boeing. Boeing is a company. I think every one of you know about the Boeing. It's a company for aircraft. It builds aircraft. It also builds drones. So big drones having a future in like defense, and the use cases are defense, delivery, and air taxis. So sooner we'll be converting as AAVs, automatic aerial vehicle. Then it will not be called as a drone, it will be named as automatic aerial vehicle. If we are getting into a quadcopter and flying ourselves, it will be known as automatic aerial vehicle. China has launched a AAV named as EHang 182 and EHang 184. This is a single passenger based flight and a passenger based flight. Okay, I'll be not discussing about much. Okay, I'll just dive into another question. What is large drone used for? I have already answered this question. Okay. And there are a number of questions. I'm trying to answer most of them. Future scope of CSE student. Okay, yes, this is a good question. Future scope of CSE students in drone industry or drone technology. If you are a CS IT background or a software background, you can get into a drone industry by a company like our company or any company which is a drone company, which are developing some kind of solutions, some kind of applications based solutions for the customers. Like you can get a job in a company which is developing a GCS, ground control stations. GCS stands for ground control station, which is used to control a drone on a base. Okay, every drone is if a drone is autonomous or semi-autonomous, it is being operated by a GCS. It is being programmed by a GCS. So if a company building some GCS, building some AI technology integrated with the drone technology, if a company is building some firmwares, some XYZ like software infrastructure of a drone, that you can dive into it. I will be discussing in upcoming slides. Okay. We have another question. Can we consider autonomous
Okay, Anas,
vehicle?
we have a Anas. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Can you please continue with the question because as we are having some, in the chat box, that please continue with the session, and the question and answer session will be continue in the later part.
Okay,
So
okay,
please
no issue,
continue with the session. Okay.
no issue.
Yeah. Great.
I'll be answering the rest of the question at the end of this presentation. Okay. I'm just diving into market size and the opportunities. You will be shocked. You are going to be shocked when I just turned slide. 51.85 US billion dollar. This is a projection by 2025, and I hardly believe this is going to be exceed. Okay, this will exceed. The reason being, there are many industry which are in crisis in this situation. The drone industry is getting one step ahead. Okay, drone industry is not in crisis in this situation. So if an industry is working in this situation, uh, it is having a good scope to grow further. Okay, like it can be more than this figures. Opportunities for the startup I will discuss. Yes, we have if you are a healthcare startup, if you want to start a healthcare startup, or if you are already having a healthcare startup, if you are having a agrotech startup, if you are having a delivery startup, you can adopt drone technology and make your startup better. How you can make your startup better? Like if you are having a healthcare startup and you want to give some exciting service, like blood bank application. You have an application which help people to get a appropriate blood group in nearby location. So you can also get an add-on of a drone technology and give this facility to hospitals or a blood banks to deliver on the basis of your application, to deliver the blood on a one location to another location. This can be a good idea, or you can further filter this idea according to your use case or whatever the type of a startup you are having in healthcare. This is just an example. Okay, if you are having a startup in agrotech, like you want to do a precise farm, you want to do a farming in very less area, and the budget is very less. Like in generally what happens is, like you are farming it and you're in a big area and your production is limited. You can enhance your production, like like spraying pesticides and insecticides in a very specific manner by using drones can identify where it is need to spray, where we need to spray a particular thing by having a thermal vision, by having further AI based vision cameras. Intel is having a camera. You can just go and Google it. Real sense technology. That is a depth sensor technology, and there are many thermal visions cameras that can identify many that can give many insights and helps in agriculture industry. You can automate your whole process of you know uh, spraying using drone. You can just set a program on a ground control station, click one button, everything will be done in an hour. Okay, in less than the time you are spending before. And similarly for the delivery system, right now we are having many delivery companies that are delivering essential and non-essential item in this situation as well. And what you can do is you can use drones to reduce the time of delivery. If you have a startup, like if you are having a city-based delivery startup, you deliver only in a city. You can have a USP in your business model. What is the USP? That we deliver in 30 minutes. How you can deliver in 30 minutes? You can just go and take the approval from DGC, or you can collab with some drone startup, add on to your startup and deliver the essential items, or whatever you want to deliver. in a city within a 30 minutes on an hour, which is taking 2 days or 1 day to be delivered at least, you can immediately deliver those items. Further, you can filter idea. This is just an example. And next we have. I think I'm going with a normal speed. You guys are getting me. If you are guys are getting me, I'm not fast. I'm not getting you bored. You just drop up some comments so that it becomes a two-way interaction again. I will say, because it is very important to know what you are thinking, whether you are getting it or not. Okay, so I want to know what you are getting it or not. Just would you like to have? Okay. Open the right question. Okay, very good question, but not in on a right place. You are asking a question on a chat section, but I'll answer it. Okay, your question is how we can identify whether the person is getting their product or not. Have you ever heard of Apple tags or some tags technology? Uh, few months back, I will be I was discussing with our company CTO and senior advisor, Dr. Babulal sir, like how the delivery systems will work, and he told me very precise example. I just love that example, and I'll just repeat his words. He told me in old movies, we a storyline like there is a dawn or there is some smuggling going on. This is a storyline, and how they identify to whom they have to reach or get a deal done, with whom they have to hold hands. Okay, I think I am audible to you. Yes, with whom you have to hold hands. So they have a some 1 rupees or 5 rupees of note which is stored in between, and if you get the piece of note and match it, if it matches, then yes, this is the right person I have to deal with. So the same way with the advancement of technology, the concept is same. We have to match something. Here, what we have to match is some tags. Yeah, like we have QR scanners, like we have Apple tags. Amazon has already tested their drone deliveries. How? They have their own concept. There are some concepts like you can print a Apple tag that is given to you and put it in a ground or your top of your roof. The drone will scan the tag or a QR code and drop your stuff and went off. Okay, so this can be a very simple. Can you explain again? Oh my god. Okay, I think there was some network issue and you are not able to hear me. Okay, definitely I'll repeat this. There was an example of old movies. We in old movies, there are some don and there are some mafias who are doing smuggling and all, using some note, some token to be matched, and the token may be a note, 5 rupees note, 1 rupees note that is stored in between. One piece will be with the one who are going to have a deal with someone. So when they matches both of them, if it matches, they have to make a deal. Similarly, with the help of technology, we have to we have developed some similar kind of things like Apparel tags. If the tag matches, the drone drops the stuff and went off. If tag does not match, the drone will not drop your order. Okay, this is a simple approach. Sir, my friend is also interested in the session. Is there any other session? There are a number of sessions, and we are conducting many workshops in India. We have conducted in Assam state, in UP state, in Delhi. We have conducted a number of physical like hands-on sessions, very exciting sessions in many states. I'll be discussing about that in later on. Okay, I'll be continuing with this presentation. Sorry for this lots of chat discussion. Now, what are the major components of drone? Okay, for the students, those who are from engineering background, first, second, third year, or whatever it is, you are not from engineering for physics background, whatever it is. This is a opportunity triangle. I can say opportunity triangle for you. If you are from electronics, hardware, I'll be more precisely explaining in the upcoming slide. Okay, it's a graph that will explain it. But number one, there are three major components I'll say in a drone technology. If it is a drone, it's a fixed wing or a multi-rotor. There are three major components. The first component is a hardware component. Anything. If I am having a cell phone, what is if I can understand what all technologies it's combined of, like I am having this mouse with me. Okay, so there are many technologies. Like a product is a semblance of technology, so you need to separate it. Okay, we need to have a hardware part, we need to have a software part, and we need to have accessories. In drones, what is a hardware? The essential components like flight controller. Flight controller is a component which is responsible for a flight to take off. It is consists of some essential sensors like IMUs, accelerogyro, baro. I'll not discuss about that. Okay. There is another physical component like ESC, electronic speed control, like transmitter and receiver, okay, battery, and your frame. So these all are physical components. Okay, these all are hardware components. And a software components, what we have a GCS, firmware, APIs, IDs. We are having to software to coordinate to run the drone. Okay, how drone flight controller communicate with the ESC. Each and every part of a drone communicates with each other. Okay, they talk with each other in their language, with their protocols or something that we usually explain in our hands-on session, a 3 days workshop or a 4 days workshop. Okay, I'll not dive into it. Okay, similarly you have software part. Another we have accessories part like payload. We can say a payload. So drone can be this is my classification of drone. Like if you want to understand the drone technology, you can understand in a three figures: hardware, software, and accessories. Hardware means physical components, software means whatever things that is making it coordinate with each other, and third is an accessory like a camera. If you are attaching a camera, it becomes a cinematographic drone. If you attach some box and put some stuff into that, it becomes a delivery drone. If you attach a thermal camera, it becomes a surveying mapping drone, whatever it is. Okay, so these three things explains the opportunity to get into. If you are from similar backgrounds, if you are from mechanical, you can get into hardware part. If you are from software, IT, CSE, you can dive into a software part. If you are a hobby geek, you can dive into a accessories part. There are many companies those who are developing just payloads. There are many companies, they are developing just payloads for drones, and they are a millionaire. They are like $1 million based company. They're just designing a payload for drone. Okay, I was talking about this slide. If you are a student, you want to figure out where you will fit yourself in a drone industry or a drone technology, this slide is for you. And this slide is going to help you understand where is your position in a drone industry, where you can build your career. Okay, how can you polish yourself much to get into it. Okay, because the technology is so big. Okay, so you need to figure out where you can fit your skills and start working. There's a drone hardware and software. I'll not talk about the accessories, I'll just talk about the carrier machine drone. And there is a hardware and software. In a software part, if you have having a skill of AI, machine learning, or deep learning, you can work with the companies those who are developing some AI based drone, machine learning based drone, or a company those who are specifically working to provide a solution to another drone company for AI or a DL or ML. Okay, or if you are having a startup, you can combine these technologies. Similarly, there are some essential software parts like GCS and firmware, which is basic requirement for a drone to fly. Okay, so similarly for the hardware, we have a mechanical parts like a rigid structure. You can say a mechanical part can be your frame, body. If you are from mechanical background, you can dive into it. You can if you have learned about SOM, strength of material, which material will be feasible to construct a more viable drone, more viable product, much viable product. Okay, you can get into a R&D part as well. Similarly, if you are from electronics and electrical background, you can dive into electronics category, where we deal in a electronics component like BLDC and ESCs, how they coordinate with each other, flight controller, how what are the protocols, transmitter and the receivers, VTX modules, and there are many things. Okay, now we have about to reach to the conclusion of the session, and I think we are up to the mark of 1 hour session. Uh, the aim of this session is not to stretch it much like for 1.5 hours and 2 hours to make you bored. No, we are just gonna give you a glimpse of the entire industry, so that you can have much interest and you can find yourself, yes, I can get into it. I want to learn more. Okay, as I have mentioned in a conclusion slide, every end is a new beginning. So this is not an end. This is a beginning for you all from my end. From Light SPM, this is going to be a new beginning for each and every one of you. And how you can begin with us by becoming a drone expert, drone pilot, how you can first step you have already taken. First step you have already taken, like you have joined this webinar and you have learned some basic, very basic. This is not even a drop of water. This is I can say a drop of water. Okay, so if you want to learn more, something like that can help you build something. Okay, that can help you figure out, yes, I'm interested in specific this software part or a hardware part or a payload part or whatever it is. So you need to have some hands-on workshops or trainings workshops. After that, if you want to further master that skill, you have to have a training of that. After having a training in drone technology, you can have a training of becoming a pilot. A pilot training is also having a multiple level. You want to become a pilot of what type of drone you want to become a pilot. Okay, so the pilot training is something different, and you need to have a license to become a formal pilot. We will be guiding you in upcoming workshops or webinar, whatever it is. We'll be conducting more in association with your robotics club. Uh, okay. Next step will be doing some internship, gaining some experience in drone industry by working in with the companies like us, and gaining some experience. If you have a training, if you did a workshop, now you have a such certain set of skills. Now you can dive and into industry and help some company grow, and as also your skills to be polished. After that internships and all, you can just get a job very easily. This industry is really bright, and I heartily welcome you all to come into the industry. I love to welcome you all in this industry. Okay, that's all from my end, beautiful people. That's all from my end. I'll just answer your questions now, and I'll hand over this session to Dr. Babulal sir, to our mentor as well as senior advisor. Okay, there are many questions. What are the various challenges that limits the use of drones in the industry or any other job? The biggest challenge is the regulations given by the government. There's a comment, the last comment in the chat section. What is the limitation? The biggest limitation I can say is the regulations. And for India, another biggest challenge is that we are not a core developer of a drone. We don't build drones. We have thousands of companies for drones, but all of them do not develop a drone. Either they import drones and or they assemble drones. Only few of companies make their own drones. So this is a you can say a drawback from of a drone industry in India. Okay, otherwise there is a great scope. Sir, what are the companies are the best for internship? You can come to us. What else I can say? Or you can go for you can just Google it. What are the companies are available for drone internship or a training or something? For a training, Elite SPM provides workshops and training programs for n number of topics, n number of we have conducted n number of workshops throughout the India, and we would love to conduct in VIT possibly. Sir, where can we get internship for drone? You can come to us. Again, I'll same answer, sir. Please give us free internship in your company. I would love to. I would love to. We can talk about this later on. As the drone can be hacked, how can we ensure the safety of the delivery? It is not easy to hack a drone, man. It is not even easy to hack this session right now going on. There is a security concern with each and everything. Drone is working, general drone, a very basic drone operates on a 2.48 gigahertz AFHDS protocols, automatic digital hooping, some protocols, and this is not like a piece of cake. Anyone can come and hack some system. No, it is very difficult to hack these systems. This is a very strong machine. They can be hacked. These can be hacked, but we have solution for that as well. Okay. What is the okay? Just don't answer on a don't ask question on a comment section. Put up in a question section. I'm jumping into a question section. Projecting this question. What is the future IDRL and racing? Okay, IDRL and racing competitions. and can it be possible to pursue this as a profession manner? Yes, you can be a drone pilot, you can be a FPV pilot. I will mention a term as FPV, first person view, for IDRL, Indian Drone League, something like that. Okay, you can start your hobby. I think you're a hobbyist, man. uh, yeah, only hobbyists ask these kind of questions. Yes, you can get into it. Next question I'll be projecting, this one. Sir, are we going to have drones
हाँ,
for delivery of essential
अभी
items
ज्वाइन कर लिया है मैंने.
to our home in the global pandemic situation?
माइक इज ऑन.
There are there are many companies. There are many companies. Okay.
माइक तो ऑन है.
Hello, sir. Babulal sir is with us. Hello, sir. Good
Yes,
evening.
hello Anas, how are you?
How is sir? I'm
Perfectly fine, perfectly fine.
great. It's good to hear you, sir. I'm really excited
Correct.
to have you here.
Wonderful, very nice.
All are very excited.
So friends, very good evening, and I think drone technology is the most exciting technology. Now you may be hearing so many news, you know. There
Excuse
are
me,
issues
sir.
of
Sorry, sir, for interruption. Please turn on your camera because your video is not visible.
so where is the camera?
Okay. I'm just transferring the control. Wait a second. I'm giving you
Okay,
control, sir. You will receive a notification. Just turn on. Just allow this.
So is my video now on?
Sir, it's still not visible.
Please
Please turn on the camera.
Camera button.
Yeah, wonderful, very nice.
Yes.
Okay, great. So Dr. Babulal sir is with us, everyone. So please have a look and get some, positive response from him.
So
Good evening, sir. You can
very
continue.
good evening, Anas and Mr. Jain.
Good evening,
Friends,
sir.
I'll just give a brief background of myself. I passed out in 1981 in electrical engineering from MREC Jaipur, now that is NIT, and then joined BHEL as an engineer trainee. And after getting experience from various departments, I rose to the position of executive director and headed the learning and development in BHEL. That is a Maharatna company, and we manufacture more than 200 products all across India and supply globally. I did my MTech and PhD from IIT Delhi, and I am also actively associated with our ESPM, and we are highly focused on drone technology. And we find that the future for the drone technology is really very exciting. With every passing day, the usage, the application parts are increasing. Now, say drone in surveillance, mob control, now it is becoming a regular feature. So as the usage part increases, there will be need for people who will be operating these sophisticated equipments. Then there will be need for people who will be assembling these sophisticated machines. So even for the maintenance part of these, then there are application areas for agriculture. Find a lot of application. Say one is the spraying the pest. Then it also find applications in controlling various kind of maybe weeds also. You know, you can spray a special kind of chemicals to take care of the weeds. Then locust is now a big issue for India. So there also, then border control area, the drone is extensively used by our neighbors also, and we also make use of these smart machines. And in addition, you know, you just think of the possible application, it is there. And in times to come, the drone will find applications for transporting not only the material, but even human beings. So there is a concept of hover drones or drone taxis. So the technologies involved are common so generic technology is common. So only specialized verticals will be there. So there is a possibility and opportunity for the people who want to do software developments in the area of drone technology. Then we are associated in developing object detection technologies for drones. So two interns are working with us. So then two more interns have joined with us to take care of the application part of the drones. So one is developing the core technology of the drones. The another is how we can deploy the drones for various kind of applications. Now the drones, you know, in the construction industry also they can be extensively used by using tethers. So many things. Even fire control drones find a lot of applications. So this is one technology which will offer a lot of job opportunity, but then jobs will come to those who really are passionate about this technology. One is say a hobby part. You find it exciting, so you are committing some resource and some time. So that is only one small component that will give excitement and little appreciation, so that you can apply wherever in whatever industry you are working. But if you want to really make a career in the area of drones, then you have to commit yourself and get associated with people who are extensively into this technology. So my advice to people will be that since there is a lot of high tech area involved, and you have to have knowledge of so many technologies, say electrical technology when you talk, so BLDC motors are there, then communication technology, electronics, software, and then even the dynamics part of this. Then if there is a security surveillance, then some little bit of camera technology you have to know. Then if you are using artificial intelligence and if a lot of data is being collected, then data sciences also come into picture. So this technology can be integrated into so many things. So we are there. We are help. Say we will do the hand holding for those who really wants to um, upgrade their skills, or if they want to develop some ecosystem, some startup, then we are there to support you. And Anas is there, Jan is there, myself is there. So you can always contact. We are available 24/7. So there are no issues. But only thing is you have to be committed.
Okay. I think, sir, is there anything left to deliver in this session? If something, please mention that.
So in this session, see, in 1 hour or 1.5 hours only, one can give a overall appreciation. What is this technology all about? And see, this autonomous concept is now going to be there with practically every machines. Now you already know that people are working on the self-driving cars. So all these, level 4 or level 5 of autonomous, these are going to be there in most of the machines. But to make this happen, there are a lot of opportunities to specialize in these areas. So people who are particularly studying at BTech level and they are in third year or second year, so they can take it as an optional area, or even the college may introduce some optional subject on this. And then I think they will find it very very interesting, and it will create good job opportunities in the future. That's my take.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful short note at the end of this. And now I'll be just.
The questions is because see, my purpose was more to interact with the participants, what is their expectations and how we can help them.
Yes, sir.
Because say right now we are mentoring two students who are at post graduation level studying in Germany, and they are working on the machine vision, artificial intelligence, deep learning concepts. So anybody who is interested in these kind of projects, we are there to support. You can give my number, my mail ID.
Yes, sir.
Company
Sure, sir.
resources are fully available.
Sure,
Yeah, our purpose is one is only to take care of our startup, but our bigger version is how to enable the youth in these cutting edge technologies. So that is our overall vision and objective for India.
Okay, I think thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful uh, ending note. And I will just
There are
like,
any questions, you can just some few questions you can read out.
yes, sir,
Somebody.
yes, sir.
So how many participants are there in total?
Sir, we have around 350 registrations, and
Oh,
we are
that's great.
getting more, but there are some restrictions right now. We have some limit, and okay, and we will be coordinating with more students in upcoming sessions soon.
No issues, no issues. So
Okay.
you, mm,
Now,
you
now I would like to answer the rest of the question. I'm getting requests from the students, those whom I cannot be answered. Okay, so I'll just
mm,
answer rest of the question in the meantime.
mm,
I think I'm just transferring the control again. Okay, sir, if you are
yeah,
comfortable. Okay,
okay,
great. Thank you very much, sir.
okay.
Hello, people. Yes, I'll just answer rest of your questions, and after that, I'll just end because I'm just getting in poll section. Someone is asking my question is not answered. Okay, just in poll section, you have to answer how you have whether you have enjoyed the session or not. Okay, okay, leave that. I'll answer rest of the questions. Uh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, wait for a second. I'm just getting back to you.
Hello, guys. There are many of the students who are asking for certifications, but yes, we are providing certifications. Okay, so don't worry about that. After the session, in a while, you will receive a certificate. It's an e-certificate, so and it's free of cost. An exclusive offer from our side for you all students. As Robotics Club, has very good contacts with us, so we initiated this for you guys. So I hope all
And
those questions
you
were
guys need to
answered.
big thank for the robotics club, those who, the people who arranged
Exactly,
the session
exactly.
for you, exclusively for you, and you need to thank those people: Ayush Bhushan, Sai Choksi, and Tanya Agarwal. I remember only these names. I'm sorry if I left someone. I thank each and everyone for conducting this webinar, and I'm trying to find a key person to speak up, but I can't find in the chat section. I'm really sorry. Okay, there are n number of people. I'll just answer the questions and I'll end this. Okay. How can you use drone in lockdown to help out government and people? There are companies those who are working, and if you want to work, if you are if you are not into a technology till now, then don't think of it, because there you need uh, to fight any war. You need to get prepared before. You are not prepared before, so you cannot fight a war. Okay, so if you are not into industry till now, then you cannot directly take an action right now. Okay, you need to have some patience, get yourself into a tech industry, prepare yourself. You can work out in a coming months or in some time. Okay, next question is sir, I am point of view of drone technology is very useful for our future. What's your opinion, sir? Uh, I have same opinion, Krishna. I have same opinion. It's very helpful. How to build an agricultural drone to spray? Yes, you can build. You can just contact us, drop an email, info@elitespm.com. We will be talking about that later on. Next, we are having what is the scope of drone in space technology, sir? Yes, Elon Musk went to a Mars. Soon he will went to Mars, and we will be sending some drones there for the transportation, for the internal transportation on a Mars. So there's a great scope in Earth and outside the Earth. Okay. Next question. Are these restrictions or prohibited in operating the drone? Are there restrictions? Yes, there are restrictions to operate a drone. I have mentioned on the.
Anas, I would like to make a small correction based on my experience. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
See, when you talk of moon and Mars,
Yes.
there is no air. So when you are using these BLDC motors and there is a propeller and fan, so they require some kind of air or something vacuum. So there the technology needed will be of entirely different. It will be used, will be basically on the rocket kind of principle. So there the technology will be entirely different. Part of the principles will be there, but the drone technology what we are using in this form, cannot be used in Mars and particularly
Yes, sir.
Moon.
I completely agree with you, sir. The point is they are asking about the drone technology, and we are discussing about propulsion system. Propulsion, the rotor-based propulsion system will not be applicable there, but the technology that says that if it is a robo and can be remotely controlled, that technology can be fitted into it. You
It
are
is already
absolutely
being used.
correct regarding
Correct.
propulsion system, and it will not be applicable on a moon and a Mars, as sir has already mentioned. Okay. Uh, Next question is: are these restrictions? Yes, there are restrictions to operate drones. There are regulations by DGCA known as CAR, Civil Aviation Regulations. Just go and download the guidelines and go through it, or you can join. Request to conduct another session on those topics. Sir, what are the major methods to detect drones? Uh, Detect drones. There are many methods. You can just go through guide. There is a ebook for drone. You can go through it, uh, which is used in military and defense purpose. That helps in detection for the drones. Uh, okay. Next question, sir. I am making a drone right now, but not sure what would I do with it in the future. How can it be used? I have
Uh,
already mentioned.
Anas, I will just make some more clarification for these students.
Sure, sir.
See, drone when it connects with the ground station, so there is
Yes, sir.
always a frequency communication.
Yes, sir.
So the detectors will locate, find out this radio waves, and then they will identify what kind of communication is going on. So that is one method of detecting a drone. Another method is that there are already surveillance systems, and they can detect the rogue drone, and then they can capture these rogue drones. The third is, even if the drone size is bigger, and then if there are radar systems, so even with that this can be spotted. And the fourth is very much is the visually, yes, the surveillance drones will have cameras installed, and through that also they can be found out. So that way, if there are sensitive areas, then they can be definitely tracked. And non-sensitive areas, if somebody violates, then definitely the law is there to take care of that. So these are
Yes.
some observations from my side.
Wonderful insight from sir. How we can detect a drone. Okay, I'll move to the next question because we are limited with the time. Okay, I'm moving very fast. I'm sorry if I'm answering very short line. This question. Okay. Yes, the question is, sir, what are the major methods? Okay, I think we have already answered this question. Do I need a permission to fly a drone? You need to, first of all, soon you will be required a permission to fly a drone according to a CAR 2.0, which says that NPNT will be mandatory to all drones. NPNT stands for no permission, no takeoff. But for now, you need to have you just need to understand the red zone, green zone, and yellow zone. If you are in a green zone, you can fly a drone. Simple.
But there also, provided you have registered your drone and there is a proper mechanism available, that is, you have a license and then your drone is registered, then only you can do it, not
Yes.
otherwise.
Absolutely correct, sir. First, fixed wing or multi-rotor, which one is better? I cannot say that fixed wing is better or a multi-rotor is better. It purely depends upon the application. We cannot bias with something like I like quadcopter, so quadcopter is better. No, it depends upon the application and the use case. What is the problem statement, or what is the problem that you are targeting to solve with the drone? Okay, that we can go with that. If you are looking for a long flight time and a very high payload, endurance, then you can go with a fixed wing. And if you are looking for like cinematography, small purposes, you can go with a quadcopter or multi-rotors. Can we apply artificial intelligence, for example, detecting objects and auto correct in the drones? Yes, you can apply AI to the drones, DL to the drone, ML to the drone, and we at Elite SPM already applied some of these technologies, and there are many interns which are working on these technologies. Few are from India, few are from Germany, and they all are working on drone technology and artificial or these emerging technologies in association with drone technology. Okay. Uh, Nano drones. Purpose of nano drones. Basic purpose is entertainment. Second, another purpose is for having a practice for the pilot job. Like if you want to get into a pilot, you cannot directly fly a big drone, which is very costly. You start with a very small drone, which does not require license, which does not require which is not very expensive, which is not very harmful. So you can it is helpful to get started. Okay, this is a use case of a or a purpose of a drone. Or there can be multiple purpose as well, like entertainment. You can children can play with a drone. Okay. What is the algorithm used connecting a group of it's called swarming, I think. Specific job, yes, it's called swarming. At Elite SPM we are working on drone swarming. If you want to work with that, just drop an email on info@elitespm.com. Okay, how journalism is a feature of drone? Yeah, very good question. Basically, journalism comes under a cinematographic classification. Like if you wanna take a footage of of a scene of a area where someone is reporting, on an open area, drones will be really helpful to get a wider area coverage. If something is happening in an area, okay, drone can go there and take a footage, as well as the reporter can be covered by a drone. Okay, so this is a concept of in journalism, we can say.
Yeah, Anas,
Yes, sir.
say in journalism, what is most important is the reporting has to be based on the fact.
Yes, sir.
So fact capturing drones can help because they will give you the real time authentic information. So the credibility of the journalism increases. So it
Great.
can find a lot of application. The another point which you were talking of swarming and your machine learning, AI, vision detection. So now there are motherboards, small boards which have got a GPU installed in them. So this GPU provide a lot of computing power, and then this small modules of AI, maybe the tensor flow, these kind of softwares which helps in detection. So these can be installed. So even the drone can automatically process the data collected even while flying. Another approach would be that whatever data you are collecting, you send it to the ground and there you process it. So both the options are available now. The computing power of the processors is increasing very at a very fast rate. So this possibility of object detection is now becoming a reality. Say just like NVIDIA kits, they offer a lot of power for carrying out machine vision software applications that you can run these softwares on these small boards. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. People those who are requested for the mic, I am approving one by one. I have approved one mic access. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Okay. Divya Singh, I'm granting you access if you wanna ask something. I have approved Divya Singh. Hello, Divya Singh. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm moving to the next candidate. Rajay Laksh. Can you hear me? Can you? Is your mic working? Okay. I think there's some issue at your end. I'm approving all the applications for mic.
Sure.
Yes. Hi. Hello. Can you hear me? But I can't hear you. Okay, I'm moving to the next person. Yes, Anand, Vishwas Anand. Can you hear me? Okay, I think this is not working out. Okay, I'll just answer the questions, and we have to end this now. Yes, it's getting 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, I'll just answer few of the
Sir,
questions. Yes, yes, yes.
I can
Please.
hear you. Yeah.
What's your good name?
Vishwajit, sir.
Yes, please proceed with your question.
No, sir. Not a question. Like, I would like to present the vote of thanks on the end of the session. That's.
Sorry.
I would like to present the vote of thanks at the end of
Okay,
the
okay,
session
okay.
on
I think
behalf
you're
of
from a
robotics.
club member,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, great. It's nice to talk to you. Okay, I think you can say right now because we are about to just close. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, sir. On behalf of Robotics, the Robotics Club of VIT, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Mohammed Anas, Dr. Babulal, and Zain Saeed for their presence and the precious time they considered sharing with us. Your words have empowered us to search further on the domain to enjoy the fruitful knowledge we get out of it. We are deeply elated. I'm sure that the audience were able to grasp every point you presented. We're eagerly waiting to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your wonderful ending note, and I'm also thankful for you to send us invitation for this webinar. Okay. Uh, I think rest of the question will be answering via email or something because right now we have to run for something. Okay, and this is the timing for the webinar, 1 hour something, and we are 30 minutes. We are exceeded 30 minutes. Okay, so rest we will be answering via email or something. Hope you guys stay connected with us. You can uh, you can go and dive into our website elitespm.com. You can find opportunities for the internship. Internship form will pop up, and if you are interested in internship, you can fill up there, and you can find many opportunities. If you your robotics club want to organize workshop, they can send us an email on any topic related to drone, robotics, Arduino, RPi, anything. Apart from that, uh, thank you very much. Uh, Hope to see you again soon. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much.